Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to install the S Sports mode and the launch control on your Ralliart with the Tactrix cable. Alright, so first thing you want to do is download these 4 files. So this AMT, CAN pass-through, this PTC32.dll, and this TI info. Once you download it, just create a folder on your desktop. That way everything stays organized, and we'll have it here. This folder is pretty much just this being extracted, so you click on that, you have everything here. So we'll go to the Reflash guide, follow instructions. So this is all etc. Extra information. We'll just scroll down to page 10. This is where we want to be. So if you have Windows 64-bit, you need to follow these instructions. For me, to find out what version you have, you just click on the Start menu, right click, Properties, under System type it will tell you. For me, I have 64-bit, so I don't have to follow these instructions. Sorry, I have 32-bit, so I don't have to follow these instructions. But for those who have 64-bit, what you want to do is pretty easy. You can just highlight this, Control C. Once that's copied, you press the Windows key and then the R button, and you see the Run menu pull up. You can press Control V and then paste and hit OK. You can get a screen that looks like this, which is your registry editor, and pretty much you just follow this step. For me, I'll do this one so I can show you guys what it looks like. So pretty much this pulls up, and then you pretty much just follow the tree. I'll try to show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so HKey local machine, software, scroll all the way down, Microsoft, scroll all the way down to Windows, click on that, and then current version, you actually click on that. So your program directory, what you want to do, you can either double click on it and then change it. So for example, if yours looks like this, all you want to do is just hit delete and make it look like that. Pretty straightforward. Follow those 2 instructions. Change this one as well. Pretty straightforward. Now what you want to do now is open up this folder. I named it PT Scan just so I know what it is, but pretty much this is the software we downloaded, and I created a folder named PT Scan and I just extracted it on there. So you want to do just double click on the setup and hit run. Once you follow these instructions, it should look like this. It should say program files. If it has x86, you're doing it wrong, and you need to backtrack and start over again. If you have any questions about it, just let me know. To verify it is there, what you want to do is start computer. You go to your C drive and your program files, and you're going to see a folder called pass-through CAN with all these folders in there. You know it's installed when you see an icon on your desktop that's called pass-through scan. So we scroll down, installed, and then for here, step 4, just undo what we did. So pretty much just go back on there. If it has x86, just type it back on there. Pretty straightforward. Now we want to change the target for the shortcut. So what we want to do to change the target, you would just right click and then properties. And for target, you see this is location. So for example, if it has x86, what you want to do is just delete it like that, so it looks like this, and just hit OK. Once that's done, we need to place this file, the one we downloaded, into the pass-through scan system common folder. So let's backtrack. So C drive, program files, pass-through CAN, system, common. And this PTC32DLL file is what we want to replace. So back to the folder I told you guys about. You know, you stay organized, that's the best way to do it. you just click on this, drag, and then drop. I already did it, but I'll do it again. Just hit move and replace. And there you go, done. So it says verify. This is before. You see how these are grayed out? Afterwards it should look like this. So if I click on it, there you go, see? I can click on it, it's not grayed out. Just right click close. Okay. The next step is now use the pass through to read the TCU. So pretty much straightforward. You connect the cable to the EC port. You open up the software and hit this pass through CAN reader. When you do that, this menu will come up. Make sure you click on auto transmission. Scroll down, hit the check mark, and you'll see this number. I already did it already, and I'm walking back to my car, so this is what it looks like. And you click on pass through scan reader, hit auto transmission, hit the check mark. Once you do that, it's going to scan your computer, your car, and it should give you a picture that looks just like this. Take a picture of your phone with it, or write it down, whatever you prefer, whatever's easier for you. I just took a picture of it with my phone because it's easier to look at, and I had a pen and paper with me at the time. Alright, now, so this is the somewhat harder part. So what you want to do is look at your ECU. So for me, I had the 2011 Lancer. So the code, this code right here, it showed right here. So ECU part number. So mine was 972. So what I did was, I said, okay, I have a 2011 Lancer Ralliart that's programmed in my car. For me, I said I want the Evo MR TCU. So what I do, I look at the year of my car, which is 2011 up, and then this is the file that I'm going to need. Keep that in mind. So if you have a 2010 Lancer, you just grab this file. If you have 29, grab this file. Now, in order to install, we have to put these files in the correct location. So what we want to do first is I'll show you guys what I did. So for the CBF file, this would be the file that I told you to download earlier, which is this AMT CBF file, and then we need the FL part file, and then the CFF. So let's just follow this first step. Program files, pass through CAN, DIAC, CBF. So what we'll do, we'll just open up Start, Computer, C drive, Program files, pass through CAN. We want to go to the DIAC.db folder and click on CBF. I already put it there, but pretty much you just drag and drop, and you should have this file under the CBF folder. Next, go to the XML files. I have these two files because I put them there already, but I'll show you what to do. So the file that we downloaded, the ti_info.ti part, you can just drag and drop it to this folder. Now for this part, we'll have to go back to the support files, which is the EvoX files. So click on this folder, give it a few seconds. Alright, so you look for the year of your car. 2009, 2012, 2013, 2015. I have a 2011, so obviously I'm clicking on this folder. I'm just going to change the view to list so we can see. Alright, so what I did, I downloaded this file. Let's click download. And I downloaded this file, 301.fl part. Once those two are downloaded, we have the CFF and the FL part. So this is the FL part file, which is placed under XML. Now for the CFF file, we want to go back to the main screen. So pass through scan, and instead of here, we're going to go here, RPG data. CFF, and then drag and drop the CFF file here. And that's it for that. Alright. So this is the same process, it's the same files, so you don't have to worry about doing this again. And the TI part, I already covered it. And there we go. So we scroll all the way down. This is the part where you want to edit. So it says here to find this, which is target hardware part name, target hardware part name, and then target software part name, software part name. This is what we want to change. The one in red. So what I did, let's go back. So pass through can, go to diexdb, and we're gonna go to the XML folder. And what I did was right click and I hit open. If you have an option that says open with, just make sure you select notepad. So here's a file here. So it says target HWP name. This is what we're changing to match the car. So for example, mine was 972 because that's my ECU number. So we scroll back. Whatever's on here will be the hardware, the HW, and this will be the software. So for example, mine was 8631A972, so that's what I put here. And for the SNP name, mine was same thing like this, but it was A9720A, and that's what I changed it to. Click on File, Save, and then you close that out, and then you're done. Scroll back. Once that's done, you just verify all the files are where they need to be. If you have ECU flash, what you want to do is plug it in to your car, open up the ECU flash, open up whatever ROM you have, and then what you do is hit ECU and then clear DTCs. Turn off the car, and then you get to this step, which is the actual flashing step. So pretty much what we do at this point is connect the cable from to the ECU port on the computer, on the car, and then the USB on the computer. We'll turn the key to run, but we're not starting the vehicle. We'll make sure the vehicle is off, but the key is on the ignition. Alright guys, so once everything went through, we're going to open up the pass-through can, and we're going to click on this pass-through can flash. It's in a search for your vehicle once you have everything plugged in, and you're going to get a page that looks like this. Just verify all the information is correct and hit the little check mark. Once you do that, it's going to start programming. And I recorded a little bit of video of what I did. It was at 30%, but I'll show you anyways, and we'll go through the setup by itself. Started the SST flash with the Evo MR, so I can have the launch control and the S sports mode. So right now it's going through the process. It already started the programming. Right now it's at 30%. And it's making its way up. Hopefully it goes through successfully with no issues. As you can see, the dash, they're just doing different things. Right now it's just blank, and they're just going through a setup. So I'll wait and then get back once it's done. It's still going. Still doing something there. Right now we are at 96%, and it's making its way. So far, no errors. Almost done. We'll just wait and see what happens, so you guys can see what it does too. Started making some sounds. Not sure what that is. There you go. So it says reprogramming completed. ECU part number is now that of the Evo MR, and the software part number is now that of the Evo MR. So I'm just gonna hit the stop button, or the check mark should I say. Please turn off ignition switch for a while and then turn it on. Return to the main menu and clear DCC function. Alright, I hit OK. So I'm going to turn it off now. Car is off. I hit OK. Now, according to the setup, it says that you want to use OpenECU to clear any errors. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to close this out really quick. Open up the file from my map. I'm going to start the car. Car started. I'm just going to clear DTCs. Hit OK. Let it do its thing, blah blah blah. Okay. Says please turn off. None. Alright, car's off. Let me just unhook this. Alright, I'm gonna do the first start and then see. Hopefully it has the S Sports. Let's see. Alright, so they said you have to hold it down for 5 seconds. Nothing's happening. Why not? Oh, there he goes. Sweet. Almost got a heart attack for a second. Alright. There it is. Sports mode. I guess I'll let the car warm up for a little bit and then I'll take it for a test drive for a few days and I'll let you guys know